What's going on, guys? Back again in the dungeon. Nah, just my garage. Now we're going to hit some quads today. Before we get into it, just once again want to say thank you. Some good comments on the last one. Even though, me personally, I thought it was quite refreshing to like actually look at myself. Because, well actually, let me just rerun that back a bit. So basically, whenever anyone who's into fitness or anything like that, whenever you take a picture of yourself or anything like that, you're trying to find the best lighting, all that good stuff. And it's actually quite refreshing to see yourself in raw lighting like I did. Because even in the first video that I done, I had like a good chest pump, things like that, and I was like, oh, I'll see my flaws, but like it's not too bad. I don't know if I was bloated or whatever, but I definitely looked at that. Like my last bag video, I was like, okay, I think I've got to go back to the drawing board a little bit. And that's not like, oh, poor me or anything like that. I'm not trying to get some sympathy or anything. But it's actually very refreshing to actually see yourself in that light. And that's no pun intended. I meant like light, not just light in that way. So I would definitely recommend it. Obviously, if you're not comfortable doing YouTube, like that's fine, whatever. But if you feel like you're absolutely killing it and crushing it, like seriously, like film yourself in just complete like whatever lighting that you don't normally hit yourself in, just do it and just see what happens, because it was a proper eye-opener to me. Like maybe I did fall off a little bit, like hey yeah, I did stop doing cardio for a bit, it's lockdown, like I've been training in here on my own or with my partner, no one's really looking at me. Yeah, maybe I did fall off a little bit, even though to me I'm like still training intense, but you know, it just shows to me that I've got to up my game. If I'm gonna preach it, I gotta be about it, you know what I mean? So hence why I'm on the bike today, just a nice leisurely ride. Imagine myself in the French Alps. But what we're gonna do, gonna hit some quads today. I'm gonna do a 5-minute hit warm up like I used to do. Don't know why I ever stopped, because I just got lazy. But I'm gonna start doing this stuff again. And we're gonna start off some leg extension to really fire up the quads, and let's hit it. Right, so, caught me stretching. No, so what I'm doing first, I am going to hit some leg extension, but obviously this is going to sound so stupid anyway, but how important stretching actually is. I make sure I stretch every body part out, even throughout the day, at work. If you've got a few minutes, just, it goes a long way to stretch, because in my early years of training, obviously as a kid you're like, oh no, I don't need to stretch, doesn't matter. But it really does help like on your later years, because my lower back was messed up for a while, my left hip, my shoulders, everything was so tight, and I really had to get like some deep tissue massages to really get out those knots. I mean, I still do get those massages, but they're nowhere near as bad as they used to be. So big tip, always stretch, especially your legs. Even when your legs are so sore and tight, obviously you don't want to overstretch because you will end up hurting yourself. But when they're like really sore and tight, just make sure you're getting fresh blood in the area, and that will help your recovery so much more. So, big tip from Not So Big Will. Also, just a little side note in there, you're probably wondering, because you're probably going to watch this video and go, oh, he didn't hit his hamstrings. I hit my hamstrings on a separate day because my legs were always my weakest point. So I made sure I put maximum effort into my each like ham and quad workout. So on a Monday I'll hit quads and calves, and on a Thursday or Friday, depending how I'm feeling, I'll hit quads and calves. So hams on a Monday, quads on a Thursday or a Friday. That's the way I've done it for a long time now, and it's like been crazy, like more beneficial. Because I always think, say for example I do a heavy stiff leg dead, there's no way in hell I'm going to do a heavy squat after that, because they're just fried, or vice versa, you know. So pick your battles, yeah? So, first sort of 4 sets I'm going to do on here. This isn't actually what I do, like working sets at all. I do this most quad sessions, not all of them, but probably about 90% of them. I always do about 4 sets of 20 to 25 just to really warm up my knees, make sure my quads are engaged and pre-exhausted. And like I say, not everyone will agree with it, but I've always found it just helps my quad development like crazy, because when it comes to doing my squatting and things like that, yeah, they might be a little bit fatigued, but I'm already ready to go, you know? I don't need to sit there. Well, I will stretch out anyway, but it just helps with my muscle connection, and I'm all fired up, ready to go. Also, probably maybe wondering, well, probably not, it's pretty self-explanatory. Got 3 resistance bands down here. This is not only for extra resistance, so drag on the way down, because obviously this is a plate loaded machine. Actually keeps the weight more central, because I did go a bit mental and I did overweight it, and I have bent it a little bit, but having this on there keeps the weight more central rather than it being a bit more dominant on this side. So that's the reasons why they're on there. But we're gonna do another set of 25. Let's go get it. God, really feel that. I'm gonna have a little stretch out in between. Probably saw a little smile on my face towards the end there. That is purely just because I love leg extension. Leg day, it's no secret, it is my favorite. It never used to be, because if anyone who's watching this remembers me from years ago, my legs were terrible. Know why? Because I never trained them. I was that typical guy, oh yeah, bench man. Just to hit some chest, just to hit some arms, shoulders back, and I never used to hit legs at all. It wasn't until I saw a friend actually squatting about 90 kilos in the gym like years ago, when I was probably about, I don't know, 17, maybe 18. And I was like, oh my God, he can squat 90 kilos, that's insane. I done 1 leg session with him, and literally from then, my mind switched. I was like, what am I actually doing? I was like, I don't want to be that guy where they make a meme of. So I started hitting legs hard, heavy, hard, all that stuff, high reps, low reps, just doing whatever I could to gain my legs. And now, again, I hate to say there's any point of me that is a good point, because I'm obviously your own worst critic, but I would say my quads are one of my best points of my body now. So you've got to work it if you want it, you know? God, adding an extra 5 kilos to that is insane. Literally, before I put those resistance bands on there, yeah, this was like a good bit of kit. Like, I think I spent like 250 on this machine, like brand new. Excellent bit of kit, I love it. And it's like quite spacious, it's not like a big old bit. Anyway, it just makes a like crazy amount of difference. So if anyone's got a bit of kit like this, or this bit of kit, definitely just get a few resistance bands on here. I've got 3 on here, and just give it a go, because before you won't need to rack it up as much as I did and ended up breaking the thing anyway. But yeah, it definitely helps. So do it.
Do it. Do it. Come on. Do it now.
So that might seem a bit long to some of you guys, especially if you're pushing for time in the gym. I'd always suggest anyone who's training quads, if they want to do it properly, and again, not everyone's going to agree with me on this one, give yourself time, stretching time, warm-up time, even drink time, recovery time. You're gonna need more time if you want to hit legs efficiently and hard. Like all these people that say, oh yeah, you can hit legs in 45 minutes and stuff. Yeah, you can, but there's no one can tell me that you can do it in 45 minutes with all the stretching and everything like that. Your legs are so important. Like everything, even if you're hitting your hams, so you've got to remember your calves, your hams, it's all connected, your glutes, all connects up to your lower back. So if you get tightness there and you're not stretching properly, you're gonna wake up tomorrow like, oh, my lower back is in pieces, and everyone's had that feeling after a leg day. So you've got to stretch, you know, and it just helps that recovery, and the session will be so much better. So time management, if you're gonna know you're gonna hit a big leg day, give yourself a 2-hour slot, or at least an hour and a half. Right, so first exercise we're gonna do is squatting. Well, technically second exercise because I just pre-exhausted my quads on the leg extension. What we're gonna do, we're gonna just do normal bar squats. We're not gonna hit the Smith just yet, but I've got my new bars up on here, so I've got those wall racks up. I've got one more to put on my hammer bar, but the old, look at this, is this not satisfying? Anyone who owns a gym or wants to go to a gym, I recommend doing this because this is satisfying. It's like I'm getting a bit of war equipment down to wage war on my quads. That's what we're gonna do. Just like last time, remember this is only a 10 kilo bar, so I'm going to put 2 5s on either side to make it like an Olympic bar. Like I said before, it is the same length, so anyone out there is like, oh, it's not even squatting for a real bar. It's the same length, guys, come on, give me a break, it's lockdown. Okay, so first set, we're going to do a set of 20 kilos, nothing fancy, just warming it up. Here we go. That really does, whoever does warm-up sets anyway, I don't know if you guys do warm-up sets of 10, 15, 20, whatever. If you always focus on a bit of a negative, on like obviously controlling it on the way down, big drive on the way up, those first couple of sets, especially with squatting, probably all of my sets, maybe the last set I probably won't do a negative. Just do it, because unless you're training for speed squatting and all that stuff like powerlifting, I don't do that. I just want to get the best results on my quad. I'm puffing out, man, 20 reps. Yeah, I just tried the negatives because, like I say, it's not a show. You don't need to show everyone how fast you can squat 3-4 plates. But doing it more controlled is much more impressive, and the benefits are just on point. So control the weight, that'll be my little tip there. Okay, second warm-up set. Going to do a set of 20 again, and then we're going to go straight into it for 4 working sets of negative 10 reps for negatives. Right, so first working set, we're just going to do 60 kilos. Anyone who tuned in today to see me squatting 3-4 plates, not going to happen. 1, I don't have that much weight in here. And 2, I haven't done that in a long time. Don't even think I can. I don't know, honestly, I can't tell you what I'm going to go up to today. I'm hoping maybe 120. Don't quote me on that. And I tell you what, I'm going to do 120 because I've said it on camera, so now I've got to do it. But if I don't, you might see it fail. You never know. Might go on You've Been Framed. Get some money. Right, first proper working set. 60 kilos, nothing crazy, but we're going to do a negative set of 10 reps, okay? So, keep an eye on my booty. Anyone who watched me training in the gym or knows me from a gym and sees what I'm doing here and goes, oh, what happened? Like, he used to be like quite strong and stuff like that. I am still strong, it is coming back. But basically I hurt my left quad, top of my quad here, probably about maybe a couple of months into the first lockdown, doing some stupid stuff because obviously I literally had nothing. I had like these dumbbells with like 15 kilos of weight. Doing something stupid like 30 reps sets of lunges, and something did go on the top of my quad. So I've been sort of trying to repair that. Hasn't been the same quite since. The last sort of 3 or 4 weeks has been a bit better. I've got one of those massage guns, had a few deep tissue massages and just recovery. Haven't been going heavy on anything, just been mainly hitting leg extension and stuff like that. So strength is coming back. That's why I'm proper puffing out my ass, because I have been squatting and stuff, but it's not been as regular. So anyone who thinks that, that's why. So second set, what we're going to do, 80 kilos, another negative set of 10. Hopefully I don't fall on my ass. I shouldn't do, because it is only 80 kilos, but saying that, it's 80 kilos still for me at the moment. It feels quite heavy, so let's get it. Apologies if you saw some saliva fly out my mouth there. Got a bit of spitty mouth there. He's definitely feeling it. And especially today, it's a Friday quad day. It's about 14 degrees outside. In here, it feels about 30 degrees. It is hot, so if you see me sweating, spitting and all that good stuff, only means I'm working hard. That's where you should be on leg day. Spitting and sweating and the occasional throw up. Can't hurt you, can it? Hat hair check. God damn. This is why all you fellas and ladies are wearing hats in the gym these days. I never used to wear a hat, and sometimes used to get into the gym looking like an absolute state. I was like, oh, I should wear a hat, and I did, and I was like, oh, that's why people wear it. Cover up there, looking like a mess. Right, next set, 100 kilos. Don't judge me, I'm gonna belt up, you know, because you can't put a price on your back. You only got one back, and you gotta have your back back. Okay, I had to speed up that last rep there a little bit because I thought I was going to, what's the polite way of putting it? Exit my bowels. No, I'm joking. I didn't really, but that last rep, that wouldn't have been a good negative, so I just jumped straight back down into it. At least I got the rep, that's the main thing. Oh God. One more set, and we are gonna hit that 120 attempt. Let's see what happens, I might fall. Here we are, 120. I said I was gonna do it. Not that 120's anything to go like, oh look at me man, it's 120. For me at the moment, this is actually a big victory. I mean, before lockdown, all that, I was sort of playing with like 180 sort of thing. I have done 200 about 3 or 4 times, but that's when my hips started to go. For being a natural guy, doing the 200 kilos and stuff like that, especially being relatively low body fat at the time, it's not really worth it. It's like you got the strength there, but in terms of making the gains, you're just damaging yourself. So it's better to go a little bit lighter and actually get a really good set. So anyone out there, unless you're chasing numbers, if you're chasing numbers, go for it. You know, if you're doing the numbers game, then you're anticipated to get an injury at some point anyway, because you're constantly pushing those boundaries. But for someone who, for me, yeah, being strong is cool and all that, it's not my main goal. I'd rather look like I can squat 200 for 10 reps than actually be able to do it, you know. So that's my little word of advice there. Don't expect a negative out of this one, okay? Because I've already said in my mind, I ain't doing a fucking negative. Oh, I'm not doing a negative for this one. You didn't hear that. I said frack. Ever watch Battlestar Galactica? That's what they say. You could show it before 9 PM, baby. Yeah, so I don't know how many reps we're going for. It ain't gonna be a negative. I'm gonna get this thing off, do what I can, and I'm gonna put the thing back on where it belongs. Off of my back. He's only gone and done 10. I think it was 10. I probably lost weight in the amount of spit I just spat all over my floor. That's the beauty of having your own gym, you see. I could spit on the floor. I don't give a damn. It's my floor. Whew. Cut the camera. Dry throat. See you? I just done the 120 there. I'm gonna do something that no one ever does. Follow me, watch this. Look at this. It comes off after you do the set, yeah? So the same way it goes on, it comes off and you put it back exactly where it's supposed to be. And that's how you're supposed to leave it. I see so many people just, yeah, done the set, mate, leave it there. Or better yet, I've actually seen people roll up the bar, take a picture, not even do the set, and still leave the bar on it. Don't do that. Okay, next exercise, front squats. Now, I've had people talk to me in the past going, why are you front squatting or even back squatting on a Smith machine? Like, oh, that's like, oh, like, well, I'm not gonna say it, but that's like, basically, wimpy. That's a nice word, wimpy. And you know why? Two reasons. One, Lee Priest, he always used to do it and his legs were insane. And the second, that guy right there, Jay Cutler, front squatted on the Smith, back squatted on the Smith. Not all the time, but it definitely has its place. And as you can see, some of the best quads that ever walked the planet. Don't judge the Smith, man. Especially this thing here. This will make, I've got 20 kilos on there at the moment. It makes it feel like 50 kilos at least. And having that controlled movement really puts the tension on the quads. When you're normal front squatting, yeah, it's great. You can hit your quads like nice on there. And I do it freehand, like free bar, sorry. But on here, I can control how slow I'm going down properly. and really drive it and squeeze my quads at the top. When you've got a bar on top of you, especially when you go heavy, you can't squeeze your quads at the top. Like, you'll end up like tipping over almost. So don't knock it until you try it, because I guarantee you'll get the best gains off a Smith when it comes to leg day. That might have looked like a bit of an awkward set. I usually do face the other way, but because of the camera and all that, I am facing this way. So bear with me. If it seems a bit odd, that's because I'm facing the wrong way around to I usually feel, so it feels a bit different at the moment. So that is why. Okay, second set. 40 kilos. Again, nothing crazy. I've done my heavy stuff now, so I'm not going heavy on really anything else. But I am focusing really on the squeeze at the top. So like after you do your heavy stuff, like always focus on the squeeze anyway, that's a given. But when you do go into your lighter exercises, really focus on the squeeze, because even though you're feeling like the tank's empty and all that, getting that extra squeeze in there, that's going to make all the difference in the world. So bear that in mind. Holy smokes. Like I said before, if anyone has got a Marcy Smith or multi-gym with a Smith on it, please tell me I'm not being a wimp. It feels so much heavier than 40 kilos. Even the ones I've been in every gym, 40 kilos on a Smith, yeah, it's controlled, it hurts, but this, it's another level. It literally feels like someone is just dropping the weight, and it's like every time I come back up, someone's putting an extra weight on there. That's how it feels. So let me know if I'm being a wimp or not. It's only 50 kilos, that's all it is. You can do it. Put your strength raise down on me, Lord. We can do it. Holy smokes! Honestly, like I said before, you just gotta go with it. Like, doing sets like this, especially after you've squatted heavy, like I said, I know it's only light, but the intensity's there. It's only 10 reps, but you really feel it. And sometimes I'll do more. Like I say, I'm a bit out because of my left quad. It's actually feeling pretty good today, so maybe next leg day you'll see the intensity go up even more. But, you know, just gotta go for it. Last set, 60 kilos. Once again, nothing crazy. Oh, look at that. That's from the glory days of lifting, where my belly would be like, almost breaking the dang belt. Oh, actually, look, this is a fun fact. Well, not a fun fact, a little bit wheel trivia. Can you see that? That's blood. Now, this is my first belt that I brought years and years ago. And yeah, I can't remember. I think my calluses split as I took my belt off, and I like hit a few drops on there. That's when you know you're training hard. I love this thing. Found it in my loft. If I have a son or a daughter, this is being passed down to them. This is old school. It's about 10 years old, I think. No, it can't be 10 years old, that's a lie. Maybe, no, about 8 years old, I'd say. Anyway, last set. I was going for 10 there, but 8 will have to do. Did you? You probably got that on camera. I know you just fell over. Oh, goddamn, no. 8's fine, last set, you know. I've pushed it hard. Actually, you know what, no, I'm on camera. Keep this shit rolling. I'm gonna get those last 2, and I'm not even gonna wear a belt, and I'm gonna pick it up off the one below. This is how we do it. Come on. Oh. And that's how it's done. Check it out. Lock up your daughters. This is taking too long already. Oh, you know a man when he's got zip on Adidas's. Oh god. Oh god damn. We speed this up. Quad check. Let's hope I don't get my danger out. Oh, okay. Well, that's probably not as good as I thought that'd look. How's that look on camera? Okay, quad pump, pretty good there. Car's not looking too bad. That'll look better once I start getting a pump. But you know, we're gonna hit some leg extension, fire them up again, make them look real juicy. Okay, now we're doing the leg extension for real. So you're gonna see some crazy stuff now, baby. Okay, so I'm gonna do my first set of 15, nothing crazy on the weight yet, but I'm gonna do, so in total I'm gonna do 4 sets, okay? First set of 15, the next 3 sets, I'm gonna up the weight, and all 3 of them are gonna be drop sets, half sets, the lot. Just really focus on these quads. Since I took these off, I didn't realize I didn't actually have as much of a good quad pump as I thought. So, anti-climax, this is gonna be the pumper, okay? I'm gonna pump them up now. They're burning, they are burning for sure, but I haven't got that solid quad pump that I know I can get, so let's go get it. Already, I feel that's a little bit better. A little bit of a better pump going on. I don't know how that looks on camera, but to me it actually feels pretty good. I'm not gonna say my line. Okay, so this is that first set was just a little theatre set. This is gonna be the first of 3 sets that are gonna be all drops, half sets, like the lot. It's gonna be a bit crazy, so we're just gonna get it. You might see me change my leg position as well in between each set. I like hitting, because if I go a bit wider I can feel it more in there. If I go closer I can feel it a bit more in the closer. So that's why I do that. I'm not just moving my legs around. I am doing that for a reason, okay? So here we go. Oh my lord. I don't know how that looked, but oh my god, to be actually in that's tough. Like, it really is tough, like that's no joke. Doing those little half reps as well when you haven't got much left, give that a try. Don't let the tension jump on it, so like don't let it hop on it, still control it, but doing those half reps, you'll really feel it like around about here. So that's what we're going for. Yeah, so just that little movement, just that little pulse like that. Okay, so like I say, control it and you will feel it. Here we go. We're gonna burn it again. Fill up those quads with blood. Oh my god, that's a tearjerker, man. Oh, I love that shit. Oh, shizzle, shizzle. Oh my god. Oh, I'm actually speechless for once in my life. That, oh, goodness sake. Whoever invented this was a god and a devil. One more set and then it's calf time. Thanks for tuning in. Last set. It's gonna be nice. You gotta have a sense of humour in these things. People that are too serious in this game, honestly, man, they're like, oh yeah, come on, baby, we can do it. Oh. You watch in a minute, I'm gonna go, no, yeah, come on, baby, let's do it. I'll get some subtitles in that. That was, oh yeah, come on, baby, let's do it. By the way, if you did need to pick up the audio, let's do it. Oh, I'm glad that's over. Oh my God, that was really tough. Definitely give that a go. Drop sets, half sets, gotta be done when you're on your last exercise. Really does push you through there. Right, last exercise, what we're gonna be doing, hitting some calves. Definitely recommend for home gyms or even to take to gym with you, because I know a lot of gyms, especially in Southend area, lacking in calf equipment. These little calf blocks are a lifesaver. Can really get a big stretch and a squeeze on there, so definitely give these a little look up. Calf blocks, they're made of solid cork. I actually don't know what brand they are. Swift Calisthenics. Shout out to them. Don't know if they even watch YouTube, probably. Not this one, but... That really does burn. I always have a thing with calves. So on my ham and calf day, like I said earlier, on the Monday, I'll do seated calf raises, and on my quad day, I'll do standing. That's just because I like the two different variants, but on the Monday, I'll go heavy and lower reps. On this day, I'll go a bit lighter and higher reps. So minimum, like I won't go any lower than 12. God, nearly up chucking over here other calf raises. Little tip that also I like to do on a calf day. You'll see in the video, what I'm gonna do is I sort of like to go 3 little stages on the way up. So a little 1, 2, 3 squeeze, 3, 2, 1 on the way down, yeah? So a little pause and that, and I sort of like get the squeeze on the way up and the way down. So it's a lot better than just going up, squeeze, and down. Just like get those 3 stages of the movement. It's hard to explain, but you really get a good pump on it, so give it a try. Always stretch out in between as well, because your calves will fill up. Well, if you're anything like my calves, they fill up with blood so quickly, and you're really going to want to stretch them out, because if you don't, well, you know what's going to happen, you're going to tear it. I guess I scrapped that idea of going only light and for high reps on this day. I don't know, that was really hard. I could barely even get 10 reps on that. But that was crazy. So I am gonna drop. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna keep that weight the same for the last one and just try and get this squeeze. I didn't do the whole 3, 2, 1 thing. I just generally couldn't. I am absolutely exhausted after this workout. It's been a hard one. And that about wraps up today's leg workout. Quads and calves. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed filming it. Got some funny stuff today. I mean, I didn't actually mean to be funny, believe it or not. I do train seriously. But today, it's Friday, we had some fun with it. Hit some quads, and like I say, like and subscribe, share it if you want, it'd be much appreciated. Big shout out to all my 17 followers. You guys are the best. Always comment on my stuff as well, giving me nice messages. So yeah, like I say, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.